a senior White House official directly involved in Social Security operations, confirmed on January 2nd, 2026, that a major internal shift is now officially underway. This is not speculation, and it is not a rumor. This confirmation came directly from leadership tied to the current Social Security modernization effort. What you are about to hear is not a proposal or an idea for the future. It is already happening, and it will affect how millions of Americans interact with Social Security, starting now and continuing throughout 2026. If you receive Social Security benefits today, or if you expect to in the future, this information directly affects you. This is not a small update or a minor procedural change. This is a structural transformation of how Social Security operates, communicates, and delivers services. Beginning January 2nd, 2026, the Social Security Administration officially accelerated its new digital-first agenda. This initiative is being led by Acting Commissioner Frank Bisignano, who has made it clear that modernizing Social Security is now a top operational priority. Since stepping into leadership, he has focused on reshaping how beneficiaries interact with the system, how services are delivered, and how future generations will access their benefits. This shift is already underway. The goal of this new agenda is to move the majority of Social Security services into digital platforms. That includes benefit management, account updates, identity verification, notices, documentation, and many forms of communication. The long-term plan is to make online access the primary method of interaction, while phone and in-person services become secondary options. This change is not being introduced slowly. It is happening now. As of January 2nd, 2026, Social Security leadership has confirmed that digital access is becoming the default pathway for most services. Phone assistance and in-person appointments still exist, but they are no longer the primary focus. The agency is redirecting resources toward automated systems, online portals, and artificial intelligence tools designed to handle the majority of requests without human involvement. This matters more than many people realize. Millions of Americans still rely on phone calls or in-person visits to resolve issues with their benefits. Many do not use computers regularly. Others do not have reliable internet access. Some struggle with technology altogether. And yet, the system is being redesigned with the expectation that most users will adapt. According to internal reporting shared after January 2nd, Social Security leadership wants more than 200 million Americans enrolled in My Social Security accounts. That number represents nearly 2/3 of the entire population. This is not a suggestion. This is a strategic objective. Currently, approximately 88% of Social Security interactions already occur through digital systems. That includes online accounts, automated phone services, and AI-assisted tools. Only about 12% of interactions involve speaking directly with a human representative. The goal moving forward is to reduce that number even further. This shift is already being felt. Call centers are increasingly automated. Many callers now encounter digital assistants before reaching a human being. Some find it difficult to reach a live representative at all. Field offices remain open, but appointment availability is shrinking as resources are redirected toward online systems. This is not speculation. This is the new operational model. For individuals who are comfortable with technology, this transition may feel manageable. Logging into an account, checking a benefit statement, or downloading a form may seem routine. But for many seniors, this change creates real challenges. Not everyone has access to high-speed internet. Not everyone owns a smartphone or computer. Not everyone feels confident navigating digital systems. For these individuals, the transition can feel overwhelming and isolating. This is especially true for older adults, people living in rural areas, and individuals with disabilities. The intention behind this shift is efficiency, but the impact is uneven. Some people will benefit from faster access and quicker updates. Others may feel left behind. That is why understanding what is happening now is so important. Beginning January 2nd, 2026, more official communication will be delivered digitally. Notices that once arrived by mail may now appear first inside online accounts. Updates to benefit amounts, eligibility reviews, and account changes may be communicated electronically before paper notices arrive. This does not mean paper mail is disappearing overnight, but it does mean that relying solely on mail may delay access to important information. This is particularly important for those receiving Social Security retirement benefits, disability benefits, or supplemental security income. These programs often involve time-sensitive notices. Missing or delaying a response can result in payment interruptions or administrative complications. Understanding how to access and monitor your information is becoming essential. The Social Security Administration is encouraging beneficiaries to create and maintain a My Social Security account. While this is not mandatory, it is becoming increasingly important. Through this account, you can view benefit amounts, track payment history, update personal information, and receive official notices. Even if you only log in a few times a year, having access gives you control and visibility. It allows you to verify information quickly rather than waiting on hold or scheduling appointments. That said, it is important to understand that using digital services is not required. You still have the right to receive assistance by phone or in person. However, those options may involve longer wait times as the system continues to evolve. This is where preparation becomes essential. If you have never used the My Social Security system, now is the time to become familiar with it. Not because you are being forced to, but because it gives you more control over your information. If you are uncomfortable using technology, consider asking a trusted family member or caregiver to help you. You can also designate a representative to assist with managing your benefits if needed. This shift also affects how future retirees will interact with Social Security. Those approaching retirement will likely apply for benefits online. Understanding how the system works ahead of time can make the process smoother and less stressful. It is also important to understand that none of these changes affect your eligibility or the amount you are entitled to receive. Your benefits are based on your work history, contributions, and eligibility criteria. That does not change. What is changing is how information is delivered and how services are accessed. This transition reflects a broader shift across government agencies toward digital operations. Social Security is not alone in this. However, because Social Security affects such a large portion of the population, the impact is especially significant. For many people, Social Security is their primary source of income. Even small disruptions can create serious financial stress. That is why staying informed is critical. If something does not look right, if a payment seems off, or if a notice does not make sense, it is important to address it quickly. Waiting can make issues harder to resolve. This is especially true for individuals receiving disability benefits or supplemental security income, where eligibility rules are strict and changes can have immediate consequences. The move toward automation does not eliminate the need for vigilance. In fact, it increases it. As we move deeper into 2026, more updates will follow. New tools will be introduced. Systems will continue to change, and communication methods will continue to evolve. This is not a temporary adjustment. This is a long-term transformation. Understanding this now puts you in a stronger position. It allows you to adapt rather than react. It gives you the opportunity to prepare instead of being caught off guard. You are not being left behind, but you do need to stay informed. This is not about fear. It is about awareness and preparation. The future of Social Security is becoming more digital, more automated, and more self-directed. That does not mean support disappears. It means support looks different. Staying informed, proactive, and understanding how these changes affect you will help ensure that you continue to receive the benefits you have earned. This shift is already happening. It began on January 2nd, 2026, and it will continue throughout the year and beyond. Knowing what to expect gives you power, and being prepared ensures that you remain in control of your benefits, your information, and your financial security moving forward.